Okay, we're trying this again. Didn't work the first time. What we're diving into is why mindset work, why you may be doing mindset work, and why you're dedicated to potentially reframing any of your negative or limiting beliefs. You're really working with the power of positive thinking and refocusing your mindset and all that kind of stuff. And regardless of how much time you spend reframing your beliefs, looking at what your limiting beliefs are, past conditionings, your doubts, your fears, and all of that stuff, why you still feel like no matter how much work you do on reframing them, you still keep reframing the same thoughts, fears, doubts, worries over and over and over again. Okay. And the reason why this ends up happening is because your perceived, and I'm going to say they are perceived, negative thoughts or fears or doubts or worries, they are all created from an emotional response in your body. Okay. Usually, this is your body registering a certain situation as unsafe. And then what ends up happening is our bodies will then activate this fight or flight response inside of your body. Okay. The only difference being is that the fight or flight response, our bodies don't know the difference between what is a real threat and what is a perceived threat. And I think I talked about that a little bit last week on the live that I did. But real threat being you're like being chased down a back alley by someone. I don't know why that's the thing. Haven't even watched any scary movies. Versus the perceived threat when maybe you pop on to do a masterclass, do a live video, whatever the case may be, and nobody shows up and you're speaking to a room full of nobody. And it feels like, oh my God, what is going on here? Where is everybody? Why did nobody show up? Okay. So again, one, life threatening 1000%, one, ego threatening. Okay. And this is where we're going to tie this back into why nervous system regulation is so important when it comes to scaling your business. Okay. So, like I said, your thoughts, fears, doubts, worries, which we're going to get into, like, okay, I'm bad with money, my messaging's off, why would anybody choose me over somebody else? I'm not good enough at this. You doubt yourself, you doubt that I'm not capable, I don't have enough, I'm not I don't have enough credentials. That's the words that I was looking for, right? All of that, just a whole bunch of ways that your mind likes to lie to you. Okay. So I just want to give you an example of what this could look like in real time. So here we go. Say you have, like I said, or I'm just going to piggyback on the masterclass. Say you have a brand new masterclass that you are like so fucking excited to launch to your audience. You were out on a walk, you had this major download, it came flowing through for you, and you have never felt more sure, more excited, or more confident about something that you've ever taught, ever before. And so, as you're getting ready to come up to launch this, you've been dropping hints to your audience that something big is coming to build the excitement. Then the day arrives, you drop your new masterclass. You're so excited about the branding. You spent hours in Canva perfecting it. You love everything that's coming out of you, and you're just ready. You're ready to launch it. You've been building up the hype and everything. Hey, Ayumi, and what ends up happening now, you're just preparing yourself because you're so excited, because you're so sure about yourself, this topic, and everything that's going to include in it, that you can't wait to drop the branding, to drop the link, and it's go time, baby, because you know in your soul of souls that you're about to have the most signups you've ever had, which then obviously is going to lead to you selling out your next launch of your group program. Okay. So to say that your energy is electric would be an understatement because you know that you've got this in the freaking bag. Okay. So then when you show up on your story saying it's here, you give your audience all of the incredible details for how life-changing this masterclass is going to be for them and how the fact that it is free is a no-brainer and they need to get their booties into this. Okay. Then you can't help but wonder why 4 hours later, you still haven't seen a single someone has opted in email hit your inbox. It's like, what the fuck? Like, I'm ready. I dropped all the hints. I spent all the time on the branding. I worked really hard on my messaging, figuring this all out, right? And so the remainder of the day, what ends up happening is you proceed to check your DMs, your story views every freaking 10 minutes to the point that you can start to feel anxiety picking up more and more in your chest each time that you check and you haven't got a sign up. And then what oftentimes ends up happening is that the mindset, what I like to call the mindset meltdown, ensues. So you start to have all of these thoughts flooding your mind. Like, what if nobody signs up? Do I even know my audience? Fuck, am I even a good coach? Is my messaging off? Did I not launch this properly? Did I not give this enough time? Did I not warm my audience up enough? Right? So I want you very quickly here to catch what I had just said. Okay? What happened first? The anxiety, or was it your thoughts? Anxiety, right? If you remember what I just said, the remainder of the day, when it's a few hours in and you haven't had people sign up, you can start to feel this anxiety creeping up as you check your story views, you check your emails to see why isn't everybody joining this. You probably even go to the landing page to see how many people have looked at it, and no bites, right? The anxiety is what happens first, which then creates the thoughts. That is the mindset meltdown that then becomes the limiting beliefs or the thoughts or the fears or the patterns that you are trying to reframe. It's not your thoughts that are the problem. Your thoughts are responding to the emotion that is starting in your body, right? So this right here alone is why you feel like you may be in a constant battle with your mind, and why no matter how many times you reframe your beliefs, it's the same ones that you keep needing to reframe over and over and over and over and over again, right? And to be completely honest, this was a pattern that I found myself stuck in for, I would say, like the better part of, truthfully, I finally feel like I just am coming out of it this year. But I would say for about 2023, 2023 was really rough for me. I think it was rough for a lot of people, but I would say from like 2021 to 2023, I was so focused on how I was standing in my way, how I was holding myself back, what I needed to fix in my mindset. Like I legit have fucking journals of me just going through and furiously writing, trying to pinpoint what was wrong, what was holding me back, and why I wasn't seeing the success that I thought where I thought I would be at. I always felt like I was falling behind. I always fell into a comparison trap. And the thing is, our minds are literally so fucking smart, right? Our subconscious mind will always choose familiar pain, familiar limitations, familiar limiting beliefs, familiar procrastination, self-sabotaging patterns over unfamiliar prosperity, pleasure, because it's not known. And so this is why so many entrepreneurs end up falling into this trap of always being committed to doing the shadow work, the inner work, the mindset work. And I'm not saying that it doesn't play a piece. It absolutely does, because it is the response to the fight or flight, to the unsafe situation from your nervous system that it is responding to. But it is why when you feel like you've been so committed to trying to figure out what the fuck is going on in your mind, what you need to change, what's standing in your way, why you don't support yourself, believe in yourself, yada, 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 all the things, it always feels like it's something. Because that is essentially like band-aiding the situation, or essentially, if you want to think about it, if you're like in a paddle boat, a rowboat, and you start to have a leak, and the only bucket that you have in there to bail out the water has a hole in it. Like, it's fucking gonna take you a hot minute to bail that boat out. Let's hope you do it before you sink. Okay. So that essentially is kind of what you're doing when you're focusing most of your time on doing the mindset work, working on the shadow works, the limiting beliefs and past conditioning, limitations, self-sabotage, all that kind of stuff. I get it. I went down that rabbit hole, and let me tell you that when you look towards why you're not scaling, why you're not seeing the success that you desire in your business yet, and always look at it from this lens of fixing, there will always be something to find. Okay. One thing that I firmly believe in is that when it is meant to be healed, it will be revealed. And this is why this nervous system conversation is really how you start to, hi, Linz. Hi, love. how you start to get your nervous system, your body on board for what it is that you desire to create. Okay. I'm going to go through one more example for you here. So how many times when sales are potentially slow in your business, as in you haven't had somebody reach out asking about your offer in weeks, the only people participating in your slide for more information happen to be bots that aren't going to buy from you, or you can't remember the last time that you had somebody fill out your application to work with you and you're low-key being like, is this thing even on? Is it connected? Like, is there something wrong with the tech here? Or maybe you're currently navigating a summer sales slump that seems to happen every summer to the point where you're just starting to prepare yourself for it. Okay. And oftentimes, what ends up happening then is the first thing that you do is you start to question anything and everything to do with your business and how you're running it, from your messaging to how you're showing up, right down to questioning your offers and your product suite. Okay. And again, I am a business coach. I love strategy, and I will talk to you all fucking day about messaging, marketing, and how I really do believe that understanding how to market what it is that you do through your content, your messaging will make you millions. I just want us to put that aside for today because that's not the conversation we're having. Because again, there are always things that we will be able to tweak or refinement that can happen along the way inside of our business. But for you right now, where you're likely at when you're looking at your business, nothing feels off, right? In fact, you're really fucking proud of yourself for how consistently you've been showing up in your business, especially when sales have seemed to have slowed down. Your commitment and your dedication to your business has never changed. And you hear all the time from business coaches say, like, I showed up when nobody is watching. And that's exactly what the fuck you're doing, right? And how this is different for you right now is because you've been through the whole wanting to burn your business to the ground before and wanting to start from scratch. And this time, it doesn't feel that way, okay? So you're in this space now where you can't quite pinpoint from an action and a business standpoint why everything feels good. You like the people that you're supporting. You're in a flow with content. Don't get me wrong. There are some days when it feels a little bit forced, but like you're still cranking shit out. You're doing everything that you need to, and it feels good, right? But the lack of sales have you questioning if it actually is. And so the reason why nothing feels off with your business strategy is because there's nothing wrong with it, okay? Your strategy isn't broken. What's likely happening is that your belief behind it is. And this is evident in the way that your mind spirals when another day has passed, that you showed up, you sold on your stories, you've been in the DMs, you've been engaging and doing, again, everything that you need to do to run your business, and you feel like you aren't any closer to signing a client, okay? Again, mindset starts to spiral. What happens before your mindset starts to spiral? You probably feel different sensations in your body. It might be your stomach dropping when you open your stories to see that nobody has clicked the tap for more. You might even start to feel a little anxiety in your chest when you open up your DMs and all you can see is like it's the same two people that you've been talking to that basically are your business besties online. And while you love them to death, you know that they're not going to buy from you, right? Those feelings activate in your body, which then sends your mind spiraling. Where's my next client going to come from? Is my messaging off? What if nobody buys? What if I have to go get another job, even though you don't have to? Or if you're in a job right now, what if I have to go into it full time? What if I can't pay for my groceries? What if I end up on the streets in a cardboard box? Like, I don't know how quickly your mind spirals. There's been the times for me where it's like, that's it. It's over. I got to go back to corporate. It's all done. Had a good ride. Not the case here, right? And so with this is why the answer to you going from feeling like you're selling to no one to holy hell, dream clients coming out of nowhere, credit cards in hand, ready to buy, isn't found in another business strategy, the perfect launch plan, the Reels hook that's going to send your reel viral, or another content course. Okay. What it is about is it's about being able to regulate your nervous system to feel as safe, grounded, and secure on a day when you're making zero sales feel absolutely the fucking same as the day when you say cart open and have 5 people jump in. Why? Because the key to effortless and repetitive sales in your business relies in you relaxing your nervous system to feel safe to receive. And also, not freaking the fuck out when you're in the space in between the influx of clients that are coming in. Okay? Again, why all of this focus on mindset, limiting beliefs, how you self-sabotage? Again, it's a part of the puzzle, but not all of the puzzle. I'm not discrediting it. Like, I'm a huge component for like how we speak to us, refocusing on your expected outcomes and what it is that you want. Huge component for that. But truthfully, changing your thoughts and your beliefs happens in the body first, by your body being able to accept them, and in your mind second, by you being able to believe them. Which is why success in your business starts with safety in your body. But most business coaches will tell you that your problem is strictly your strategy, your messaging, how you're launching, or that your energy is clearly off, okay? But it's also the same ones that have little to no knowledge in the importance that your nervous system plays in either building or blocking your business. And why I can sit here in front of you, or if you're listening to you today and say that, is because I am an accredited EFT practitioner. I have worked and spent over 250 hours working with different nervous systems and understanding how they work, what sets them off, how to resource them and get your nervous system back to neutral. Okay. And that's why I say as well, too, like I said, your nervous system plays in either building or blocking your business. That's what it's meant to do. Right. And that's why I say that business strategy is how you run your business and energetics is how you scale it. That's honestly why I'm tired of seeing incredible entrepreneurs like you who are driven, you're committed, you're self-aware, you are so in it, not just in your business, but in doing the inner work and understanding yourself, understanding your limitations, where you may perceive lack, right? And then you still feel like you doubt yourself or your strategy, or think that when it's not working, you have to go and invest thousands and thousands of dollars into another business coach to fix your strategy that isn't even broken. Okay. Again, like I said, I'm also a business coach, so this might sound a little bit conflicting, but I just, like I said, it like halfway through this, I just want us to pick that business conversation piece and put it to the side, because that's not the context for which we're talking about this conversation today. Okay. Like, again, talk dirty to me when it's messaging, and I'll dive right in it with you. Psychographics, being clear, specific, tangible. I'll talk to you about that all day. But it's not always the answer. It is literally not always the answer. And so, like I said, it's not that the business strategy that you have that isn't working. It's not that it's not broken. It's your belief behind it that potentially is. So the belief in yourself isn't fully on board for what it is that you're desiring to achieve. And that right there is why I created my 6-week mini mind, blocked to booked, where you'll go from being blocked around making money, signing on clients, and growing your business to having it booked out by the end of the summer. Okay. And how I'm going to do that is I'm going to teach you how to do that by the way of EFT tapping. And the reason why this works, like I said, business strategy, that's how you run it. Energetics is how you scale it. Okay. And it's this exact process that I'm taking you through inside of the Block to Book mini mind that I went through myself, that allowed me to do my first $20,000 cash month in September of 2021. Okay. So this is proven. This fucking works. And how we do that is through my 3-step process. First, what we're going to do, release. We're going to release the mindset drama, the limiting beliefs, and the ways that you currently find yourself self-sabotaging or standing in your way with EFT. Okay. You don't have to go back to your journal. You don't have to have another dark night of the soul. You don't have to go and purge and cry and burn a letter or anything like that, or have a wait for the next full moon do you release? Absolutely. To do that. You don't have to do that. All you need, your fucking fingertips, 8 acupressure points, and we're just gonna tap that shit out. It does get to be that easy. It really does. Because what this does is this calms and regulates your nervous system so that you can essentially release the blocks, the limitations, and refire and rewire neurons to reframe the way that you want to think, what you believe to be possible for you, and what you want to be able to receive. Okay. So, first, release. We're releasing all of the blocks and all the ways that you tell yourself that you can't have what it is that you desire, that you're standing in your way, which isn't actually true. Those are all just patterns of protection that were formed by you for you that you no longer need because you are not the same you who was the person that created them. Second piece in the process is relax. We are going to relax your nervous system to feel safe in making effortless sales, selling your offers, and having new opportunities land in your lap. What I said earlier is that your subconscious mind will always choose familiar pain, familiar limitations, familiar fears, as opposed to the unfamiliar prosperity. So when your nervous system can feel safe in relaxing, chilling the fuck out, knowing that you are taking the action, you're showing up daily, you're determined, you're dedicated to what it is that you're creating, then there's no reason that the results that you desire, the clients, the cash, the money, the influx, the booked out business, the 5-figure cash launches, multi-5-figure launches can't happen for you. You're just telling yourself that it can't be easy as you believe it to be. So we're going to fucking change that. Okay. And the last one, receive. Because all you've been working so hard to achieve, you're going to get it. Only the thing is, it's not going to feel hard. It's going to feel like a fucking walk in the park because when your nervous system is relaxed, the easier it is for you to receive. Okay. And it's been EFT. I say this all the time. I know this sounds cliche. I know this sounds funny, but EFT changed my fucking life. It didn't just change my life. It changed my business. It changed absolutely everything. And funnily enough, I was able to go full time into my business and do over $100,000 in sales in the first 8 months while I was full time, which when I look back now, it was the same time that I was becoming an accredited EFT practitioner. It also allowed me to hit my first 20K cash month. There's 2 separate times that this happened to me. I went and I was doing a 1-hour tapping session with my EFT practitioner. And what we were working on is releasing blocks from being able to receive high ticket clients. Twice this happened to me. I left the session, and when I checked my email, I had an application come in for my one-to-one coaching, and I went on to sign. They were high 4-figure clients on the back end of a 1-hour session. So essentially 2 hours of EFT tapping, releasing my own bullshit, relaxing into this does get to be easy. People do get to come sign up with me. And it would have been over 5 figures in sales from 2 hours in tapping. Okay. And also, I think the coolest one was, and I shared this on my stories, but it was not last Friday, but the Friday before. In the morning, I did a 5-minute tapping, and all it was just releasing, dissolving, clearing, canceling any blocks that I have from receiving money, clients, opportunities, or anything like that. 5 minutes. Within a 5-minute tapping session that I did on myself, I had made 1 sale for my Tap Your Way to 10K Cash Months challenge. Within 2 hours, I made 2 sales. Within 24 hours, I had made 7 sales from a 5-minute fucking tapping video. That is how fucking powerful this is. And that is exactly what I'm leading you through in Blocked to Booked. So what blocked your time in Blocked to Book Mini Mind looks like, we have 6 fucking hot weeks together. The very, very first one is going to be the exact exercise that I use to prime my nervous system to set me up to be able to have that first 20K cash month. I honestly, right down to the holy shit, did I just do this? I created that moment in my mind 2 months prior. Okay. And then we have the next 5 weeks is going to be focused on you coming in, and you're going to have a one-on-one tapping session with me every single week. So where we focus on releasing any of the mindset drama, fears, blocks, limitations, procrastination, overwhelm, frustration, anything else that's coming up from you that's saying that you can't have that booked out business, that's saying that you can't have clients come to you, find you in the DMs and say, hey, I'm ready to go. Here's my credit card. I want to start next week. Okay. The only thing that's holding you back is you telling yourself that it can't be that easy. It can't be that possible. And the most effective and quickest way that I've found to be able to clear that isn't sitting down in front of a journal. It isn't trying to convince your mind of something that doesn't feel possible for your body, but rather it's regulating your nervous system to be able to relax and receive that which you're trying to achieve. Only you're not going to have to try it. It's just going to come fucking flooding in. Okay. So I just want you to imagine 6 weeks from now, okay, you hitting your highest cash month, highest sales month you've ever had in your business. You're having a record of a fucking summer. And it doesn't just stop there. You continue this on through into the next year. Okay. You're welcoming in dream clients that make you excited to open your Voxer on a Monday morning. And you have a bank account that you can't help but smile from ear to fucking ear when you open it. Okay. I know this is 100% possible for you because I've seen what it's been able to do for me. I have seen what it's been able to do for my clients. With that being said, the cost to join it, the investment is only $497. So for most of you, that's not even the third of a client signing with you. So just imagine when you sign one high ticket client and you more than 3x'd your investment from 1 week of tapping inside of here. I also do have payment plans available where you can join for as little as $167. Just think about that. That's like not even the cost of a date night out. Okay. So this right here with the 10K tap your way to 10K cash months, that had the power. Oh yeah, you also get that for free. You get a tapping library of energetics. This right here will have the power to change your business. When most people are out here saying that, oh, sales are slow in the summer, you're going to be making bank, baby, because you have a relaxed nervous system that is ready, open, and you're ready to receive. So this will be starting on the week of August 19th. So we're starting really, really quick coming up. Because of the nature of this container and the space that I'm able to hold, I am very cognizant of the fact of how intimate it is going to be. And I'm only going to be taking, what I'm trying to say, 16 people max for this. So once it fills up, it's gone, baby, gone. Don't sleep on this because this is how you are going to go from feeling blocked around signing clients, making money in your business to making it fucking rain, baby, rain, so that you can book out your business by the end of the summer. If you have any questions, please shoot me a DM. Otherwise, you can find the information in the link in my bio. If you're watching this, listening to this, it will also be in the show notes. Thank you everybody for joining me, and I will see you on the internet, lovely. Bye.